Hi there. My name is Tony Barge, and you're here today because you want to know how to overcome the challenges of delivering a highly personalized candidate experience. And what I would like to know is who you are. So if you could please tell me who you are, where you live, and why you're here today. And the reason why we're going to be covering this particular topic of delivering a highly personalized candidate experience, because I get clients all the time that come to me and they say, "Hey Tony, I'm having a tough time just attracting the talent that I truly need, the job seekers that I truly need in through my front door. I'm losing them on my website. They do submit their application, this, that, and the other. I'm just not able to convert them. It's causing me sleepless nights." I say, "Hey, perhaps there's a different way." I propose that perhaps they're doing things, maybe certain things that we can do to tweak it, to make it better, to make sure that we're converting these candidates that come to your website. And that's what we're going to be covering today. Some of the material that I advise them on all the time. I'm considered a trusted advisor by my clients, so they always take my word as gospel. And most importantly, it's because I really care about especially if they're my clients. I really care about their success as not only as for their company, but also as a person. Because that's what it comes down to. I'm in the business of helping people, changing lives, saving lives, and making a difference in many people's lives, and that's what we do here at RNA Searching. But anyways, let's get back to the webinar. This is what you're going to be learning today: how to overcome the challenges of delivering a highly personalized candidate experience. And I'm super excited to show you, but I need some energy in the room. If you're excited to change your life in the next 30 days, take action today. Write "I'm ready" in the comment section. In the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn how to deliver in a highly personalized, challenging experience. And make sure you stay. Hey, don't even think about leaving. Stay for the next 30 minutes because you don't want to miss my next tips. And I always like to start with the icebreaker joke. And that joke, and you're going to love this one. And I'm going to give you guys, since we're on a webinar, I'm going to give you the opportunity to come up with the answer. It's kind of a question-based type of joke. And the question is, what do you call a chicken in a shell suit? What do you call a chicken in a shell suit? All right, I'm waiting for some answers. Okay. All right, George, you got the answer. You're right. You call it an egg. That's what you call a chicken in the shell suit, an egg. All right, well, in the next 30 minutes, we're going to be covering, most importantly, I get this all the time. People are always coming to me, and I'm so glad that you guys could be here today. And I know that if not many, if all of you, almost all of you out there have really hard time with, the candidate experience we just discussed of recruiting. And it's been a challenge for years and years, and it's going to continue to become more challenging. So we're going to talk about that today. I mean, I've done a lot of homework and studying over the past year, so we have come to a conclusion that there is a better way. There are some things we can't overcome necessarily, and I will talk to you about that, but there are a lot of things that we can change to make a difference. So let's move on to the period of instruction. Are you guys tracking? Good. I'm tracking. Excellent. In the next 30 minutes, this is for anyone who owns a business or who's in charge of hiring and retaining employees and staff. This is for anyone who owns a business dedicated to healthcare, pharmaceutical, biotechnology, life care management. If your calling is about helping patients and their family, this is for you. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to cover personalized career site navigation, how to do that, personalized career site content, how to personalize your predictive recommendations, how to personalize the level of engagement, and how to personalize the campaign. You want to tailor it towards the candidate. We live in a society nowadays, people want to feel special. Let's give them that experience, okay? That's what we're here for. Let's do something that other people won't do. Or competitions, top tier, Fortune 500 companies, they understand this concept. You best believe that. Amazon, Netflix, all those type of big companies, they understand that. My promise to you is a step-by-step strategy for shifting your candidate experience to be more competitive. Let me take a sip of my green tea. All right, let's continue. Are you guys tracking? Good. Does this sound like you, business owner, CEO, president, executive officer, HR professional, wearing a lot of hats? You know you have to spend so much time recruiting and retaining, but there are so many things that you need to do. Managing the ads, the conversations, reaching out, trying to get qualified job seekers in the door for interviews, orientations, and paperwork. If you calculate man hours and ad costs specifically for recruiting and retaining, you know that you're spending more than about $92,000 and no $92,000 and 500 $500 per month. So it can definitely cost if you're not doing things right. Money just hemorrhaging it all. You want to be able to recoup that, maximize and maximize profits and minimize losses. That's what it's about. Do you ever wonder if your company recruiting strategy done correctly will bring the company both more production and profitability? The real problem is you're doing things the old way. Sometimes the old way could be the good way, but sometimes the old way could be the outdated way. Sometimes it takes, moving on from the old way, but sometimes the traditional way may be the best solution, but in this case it's not. So that's why we're talking about that, why we're on this webinar right now. When you have made the shift, you are less stressed, wary about losing candidates to your competition. When you hire the right people to do the right job, your revenue goes up. Let's face it, your recruiting mindset will change. You will see big increase in performance and decrease in turnover. Your time and hours spent on part of recruiting process will decrease. The frustration of recruiting and dealing with the unknown human element will decrease as well. We'll discuss that. The simple shift you need to make when working with a partner who has the experience and expertise to understand candidate behavior, personalized content, and increase in engagement with job seekers that can help your recruiting organization solve the challenge you have in delivering a highly personalized candidate experience. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make those shifts today. Who am I? Who am I? I'm Tony Barge, MBA graduate, emphasis in healthcare management. I always love this part. It's the best part. I like to talk about myself. Who doesn't like to talk about themselves, right? Anyways, that's because I love myself. And you should love yourself too, most importantly. And that's what life's about. Loving ourselves and loving other people like we love ourselves, right? Something like that. CEO of RNA Search Inc. That's who I am here. Proud, passionate owner. I'm an author of 2 wonderful books. You can get those offline if you're interested. I'm a talent acquisition nerd, talent acquisition guru. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I've done a lot of research, studied a lot of this in my MBA thesis, done all this stuff in business courses and stuff. So this is something that's very important, and I've got many years of studying this subject. I'm also a veteran advocate. There I go, right there in my Marine Corps uniform. Semper Fi, do or die for any of my veterans online and veterans family. Thank you for your contribution to this country, this mighty country, and any patriots of this country. Hey, I love you too. That's what it's about. Let's build, develop, grow, and develop each other. That's what the society is about. Let's continue pushing forward. Father of 2 sons, AJ and Jaron, and my dog Sheba. There she goes on the alert. Who is RNA Search Inc? RNA Search Inc. We're in the business of saving lives, changing lives, and making a difference in many people's lives. RNA Search Inc. is we're an international executive search firm based in Beverly Hills, California. We work nationwide, internationally. The firm brings over 35 years of experience, referral, relationships, technology to uncover the best to fit a company needs. RNA Search Inc. reflects high standards of professionalism throughout the recruiting process. The hard work has resulted in hundreds of successful placements, temporary and consulting placements worldwide. Take another sip of my green tea. All right. Discovering the shift. Okay, just think you're meditating. See how that young lady right there, she's looking out over the horizon. Just imagine that's you. That's you. That's me. We're making that shift today. It's time. Now is the time. Let's do it. The key shift you need to make in your recruiting thought process and your activities to see better results. I'm going to walk you through them in this session. Success is the key. Personalized career site navigation. This is the first tip. Okay. Your career site is the hub of your recruitment activities. And what better way to personalize a candidate's journey than by using what you know about your visitors to provide individualized navigational content on your site. For example, if a visitor was searching for your nursing position in a specific geographical area, then during his or her next visit to your career site, you can show them a link to that site navigation to open nursing positions in that same location. Does that make sense? Are you tracking? Okay, good. By ingesting navigational cues based on a visitor's information or past behavior, you can start to deliver a more tailored experience for the candidate. Next tip, personalizing career site content. When visitors come to your career site, his or her background and past affiliations impact what he or she is interested in viewing. Take, for example, a veteran who is viewing content on your site. By adjusting content shows based on the known visitors' information, you can show the career site content that features that veterans benefit in specific services to your company offering directly to veterans, making the experience more relevant and more personal to that job seeker. You know, that's very important. All this. Personalized and predictive recommendation. Similar to Amazon or Netflix, one of the best ways to engage candidate is to provide content that recommends or suggests other areas of consideration. For example, if a visitor views an engineering job during the past session on your career site, then you should provide other previous unviewed engineering jobs that may be of interest to him or her. Or say a visitor has a profile on your site that includes sales-related job titles, he or she might want to be provided with a list of suggested job opens at your organization. Anticipating and providing recommendations for other open positions lets candidates know you are tailoring the job search specifically to them. Personalized level of engagement. When a job seeker visits your career site, they likely have had interaction with you previously. And there is a level of engagement that should determine how you further interact. For example, a candidate may visit your career site for a campaign in a talent network, so you would definitely not want to re-invite them on your career site to join your network again. Knowing that the existing level of interaction a candidate has with your company can help you determine how to continue to convert each candidate in their candidate journey and continue to personalize the experience. Personalized campaign. This is huge how to. When you know how job seekers and visitors are interacting with content on your career site, you can start to create targeted and segmented campaigns for your candidates' relationship management system that will further engage them. For example, let's say if you have a microsite of nurse for a specific city. For all active visitors on this microsite, you can invite each individual to meet and greet network event at your hospital. So using what you know from existing candidates' behavior on your microsite, you can develop and deliver personalized follow-up campaigns to deepen your relationship with them. Today, I promised you to share the shift for a better retention strategy or recruiting strategy. You are less stressed and worried about losing employees to competition. When you have the right employee doing the right job, your revenue goes up. Your retention mindset will change. You will see a big increase in performance and decrease in turnover. Your time and man hours spent on parts of recruiting process will decrease. The frustration of recruiting and dealing with the unknown human element will decrease. What you need to win for recruiting: attitude, a willingness to get super productive with recruiting, a solid recruiting strategy, The ability to let go up front, work and outsources, and the ability to invest in your recruiting to get better results. That is so critical. So now now you have a choice. And that's what it's all about, having a choice. That's what we do here as executives, decision makers. We make choices. Hopefully we're making the best choice. That's what it's about. What's the best choice that can maximize your profits and minimize the losses? What's the best choices that can ultimately help you develop your organization in a cost-effective way? Okay. That's what it's, that's in choices in life. All these choices that make and define, choices make and define kind of who we are in life. So I hope you make the right choice here. I hope you take a little bit of what took my time, because my time is valuable. I got clients. I got a lot of different things I could be doing other than giving these webinars, but I took the time to give you some good at sound advice that could ultimately make a difference in your life. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I don't just do this for, fun and hey, I do this because I feel the passion. I know I'm making a difference. My clients tell me this day in and day out. So it's your time to make a choice. I'm giving you some good advice that can ultimately make a difference at your organization and in your life. So now's the time, make that choice. And how we can help. My team and I have set aside some time in the next week to speak with you personally about how to apply this recruiting strategy to your business. Starting today, the cost is free. And one thing I always like to, before we turn it over for questions and stuff like that, because questions is important. This webinar, I'm gonna stand by, answer some questions because I know you folks have questions. So feel free to answer question. I'll be here. All right.